The chosen one. Next 7 days. A big triumph is on the way. Something holy is moving. You may not see it now, but the following 7 days will have a heavenly signature with your name on it. Something big is on its way to you. It is not random. It is not delayed. It is not forgotten. The skies are moving with purpose, and the spotlight has found you. It's not due of luck. Not because you asked the loudest, but because you waited the longest. And now you are on your way to receiving your prize. The following 7 days are filled with prophetic promise. Your long-awaited victory is finally here. As you progress through the video, stay till the finish, since every second is crucial, unlocking the next stage of your destiny. Also, please leave your sincerest wishes in the comment section, along with the numbers 777. It's not just about typing. It is about energizing the surroundings with your belief, voice, and heavenly frequency. Allow the cosmos to sense your energy. You are not just watching. You are co-creating. Allow your desire to soar like a beacon flare into the sky. What you say now has magical speed behind it. No, the chosen one. I like this video. Subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, let we begin. There are times in time that are distinct. They seem electric and odd, as if heaven has paused and reprogrammed everything. The next 7 days will be just that. A coded sequence of divine timing is unfolding, and you are smack in the center. Many people have neglected you. Some people questioned your journey. Even you, at times, have questioned whether you were on the right track. But the quiet was hardly a denial. The delay did not constitute a rejection. It was a miraculous alignment. You're not late. You're not behind. You are precisely where you should be. Standing on the verge of breaking through, the things that were previously kept back are now being unleashed. The individuals who were supposed to help you are reintroduced into your timeline. Opportunities that were previously out of reach have suddenly presented themselves to you. You'll look back on this 7-day period and realize it was never about hustling. It was all about time. The chosen one. Your energy is being sensed beyond dimensions. Your prayers, muttered while no one was looking, were heard. The tears you cried in quiet were never overlooked. Each seed of trust, every expression of hope, every choice has the potential to increase. When life knocks you down, it has gathered to become a tidal wave of breakthrough energy. And now the skies are reacting with a 7-day surge in the coming days. Clarity will come, and misunderstanding will be lifted. You will feel more led, accurate, and powerful. You will awaken with thoughts, urges, and instincts that were not there before. Follow them. It's not just a week. It is an alignment gateway. Everything you accomplish right now is divinely enhanced. The risks you incur are covered. The jumps you take will fall on firm ground. You've passed far too many exams to be overlooked at this time. The wind that is approaching is not usual. It is full with significance. It will be unmistakable, the type of wind that moves talks, changes timelines, ends, and opens generational doors. This is the kind of blessing that makes people remark, only God could have done that. That is the weight of what is coming. Some of you have been restless recently, nearly irritated without cause. That is because your soul is aware of something your intellect has yet to comprehend. Let us work together to share faith, hope, and love, bringing light not just into our own lives, but also to others in need. Your donation provides a source of inspiration and healing for many individuals. You do not need to overthink things. The following 7 days will be spent doing the hard lifting. You only need to be open, vigilant, and obedient. The appropriate email message to request a meeting. It has already been planned in the divine system. It is following you down by alignment rather than effort. The supernatural has already moved. The result is certain. There's a reason this message came to you today. You didn't stumble upon this term. It confirms what your inner voice has been gently saying for weeks. Something is around. You are not imagining it. And now the countdown starts. In 7 days, your life will be completely changed. Every struggle you fought, every betrayal you faced, every time you persisted when it didn't make sense has prepared you for this surge. Your tale has no wasted seasons. Even the dry years, the perplexing months, and the quiet stretches. They were all helping you gain strength. They were infusing strength into your bones. Because what comes next requires a person who understands how to bear elevation with humility. The next success is significant not just for what it provides to you, but also for what it opens up for others. You are a domino in the divine order. When your breakthrough occurs, others will be liberated. Your family will feel it. Your circle will grow. Your victory will have long-lasting consequences. That is why this moment took so long. It needed to be flawless. There is something deep about divine timing. It does not need your permission, timetable, or rationale. It does not seek approval from the world. When heaven says it's your time, the world just adapts. Circumstances change. People are moved. Systems are aligned. And right now, this is occurring to you. You may still be hunting around for concrete evidence, but let me assure you that spiritual activity is already in action. The orchestration has started. It's like standing under a cloud before it rains. The sky may not seem different at first sight, but there is a buildup of pressure and undetectable movement occurring over your head. Then the deluge starts. That is what your breakthrough will feel like. Sudden but not random. It is the outcome of spiritual strain finally releasing in your favor. And when it does, it will flood in. Blessings so abundant that you'll struggle to contain them. The next 7 days are not about working harder. They are about deeper alignment. You are being urged to enter a state of peace and confidence, knowing that what belongs to you is on the way. This is your opportunity to stop striving and begin receiving. No more worry and no more spiritual fatigue. The victory will come not because of what you accomplish, but because of who you are and what you have become. You've grown in quiet. You've developed in solitude. You have evolved into someone capable of carrying this next level of gift without losing yourself. You are no longer the clumsy version of yourself. You are now the version that elevates everything it touches. That's why the victory had to wait. Heaven had to ensure you were absolutely prepared. Now you are. Signs are everywhere. You may see repeating numbers here. Repeat a certain phrase or experience unexpected bursts of excitement. That's not a coincidence. That is resonance. Your spirit is reacting to what has already been sent. You are plummeting with supernatural velocity. It's as if your spirit is lured to a future that already exists. And guess what? The future is winning. It is smiling. It is safe. It's really plentiful. Expect an odd favor. The sort that makes no sense on paper. The sort that gets around procedures. You will enter places where you are not meant to be, and others will regard you as if you belong there. Because you do. You have always belonged. You only had to wait until the appropriate time. And suddenly, here it comes. This victory might come from a person, trade, an idea, or even an issue that unexpectedly turns out to be in your advantage. Recognize it when it emerges. Do not question it. Do not minimize it. Do not shrink. Receive it with the confidence that it was crafted just for you by God. You're not here to survive. You are here to overflow. Let the next 7 days be precious. Protect your peace. Protect your energy. Don't allow little distractions take your attention. Stay anchored in reality because you are being carried by a frequency that is far higher than your surroundings. What is occurring in your life is more important than what is going on around you. Trust that your actions are consistent with your understanding. Walk as if you know you've made the right decision, yet dread creeps in. Breathe and readjust. Remember who you are. You've weathered worse storms than this. You've overcome circumstances that should have destroyed you. And yet, here you are. Stronger, smarter, and more aware. That is evidence that you are equipped. That is proof that the next level is not merely imminent. It is yours by right. The chosen one. These 7 days represent a window, a heavenly opportunity, and a chance to place oneself in full trust. It is a stretch, yes, but you're not extending alone. You are surrounded with invisible aid. Angels are acting on your behalf. Doors are being opened in several worlds. You haven't even imagined it. And when it lands, it will be spectacular. You're going to feel noticed in a manner that will rock your spirit. Not the type of attention that strokes the ego, but the kind that proves you were never forgotten and that all you went through had a reason. that your route, whatever arduous, was always safeguarded. This is heaven's way of saying, well done. You did not quit. You did not fold. You did not let bitterness prevail. And now you've been rewarded with a triumph that will alter your tale in the next 7 days. Expect divine interruptions. Expect heavenly setups. Expect divine reversal. That scenario you believed was unsolvable, it is going to shift. That chance you believed had passed, it's coming back. But this time, improve the relationships that have exhausted you. They are losing access. And the ones who share your fate, they are making their way towards you. When it's finally your turn, take note of how quickly everything moves. What used to take years will now take just days. What seemed insurmountable will suddenly become simple. It's not a fluke. It is not hype. It is a wonderful relief. You are being moved for visibility. Where you were hiding, you will now shine. Where you remain mute, your voice will reverberate where you were neglected. You will now be recognized. This is restoration in action. Your name is being called in rooms. Your feet have not entered yet. Decisions are made with your best interests in mind. Resources are being unlocked. Contracts are being written. Systems are being reset. Everything is occurring behind the scenes. However, the curtains will soon open, and you will stroll onto the stage of your next major triumph. This is not an everyday situation. This is not a regular situation. Destiny is rising. Let it be known. You are entering a phase in which the supernatural becomes normal. You'll see happenings that defy rationality. Doors that have been closed for years will open without knocking. People who previously denied you chances will now gladly provide them to you. However, this time it will not be because they have altered their views. It will be because the divine altered the environment around you. You are not merely favored. You have been anointed for breakthrough in this 7-day cycle. You are being promoted in both domains, the seen and the unseen. The way others view you is changing. They may not know why. They suddenly feel compelled to assist, promote, or bless you, but the spiritual rationale is straightforward. Your moment has arrived. The spiritual burden you bear has grown too enormous to conceal. Your light has become too great to ignore. And this victory marks a watershed moment in your plot, a tipping point that cannot be reversed. It's not all about money, position, or influence. It is about divine establishment. This is when your roots dig deep and your branches spread broad. You're no longer in survival mode. You're entering a season in which everything you touch multiplies. Look for alignment. Look for acceleration during the following several days. Certain occurrences will occur unexpectedly, and you will be certain that they are divine intervention. Perhaps it's a yes to a long-awaited chance. Perhaps you believe the contract or payment had been canceled. Perhaps it is a heavenly connection with someone who has the missing key to your next level. Whatever shape it takes, you'll recognize it by the peace it carries and how simply it aligns. Now is not the time to pursue. It's time to attract. You have already done the job. You have already been loyal in the dark. And now it's like a magnet to metal. Everything intended for you is moving in. It's already on the way. Your sole responsibility is to be prepared, present, and in tune with who you really are. The chosen one. You're not being neglected. You are being preserved. And when the time comes, as it is now, nothing and no one can stop you. What is divinely assigned? Your name is being called in rooms you never knew existed. There are choices being taken that will significantly alter your path, and the choices are in your favor. Your success will not be determined by competition. It will be the outcome of the call. This victory will not be earned via struggle. It will fall into your hands because you are traveling in the proper alignment. The world will call it luck. Heaven understands its legacy. Your legacy. The one you were born to accomplish. The one that has been ringing in your soul from the beginning. There is heavenly proof of this transformation all around you. Old habits are severing connections that are no longer beneficial. Your growth is slowing. Thoughts that formerly held you back are now being replaced by clarity and conviction. It is not pandemonium. It's becoming clearer. The environment in your life is being cleaned up to create way for your next step. Some people will not comprehend this version of you. That is all right. You are not responsible for explaining elevation to people who have never recognized your worth. Your goal isn't to prove them incorrect. Your primary objective is to openly live your truth. The people who are supposed to celebrate you will discover you. The others will only watch from afar as God sets a feast for you in front of everything that once attempted to bury you. This victory will come with presence. It will be undeniable. It will not be whispered. It will be announced. You won't have to explain how it occurred. Your life's change will speak for itself. Your brightness will be a testament. Your tranquility will be a sign. Your abundance will be a signal. You're not the same person who started this adventure. And now the world is treating you accordingly. Watch what occurs when your internal frequency finally aligns with your exterior reality. That's when the floodgates opened. This is when overflow becomes usual. When you secretly materialize anything, it becomes your way of life. Your capacity to receive will be tested throughout the following 7 days. Don't reject the blessing because of previous scars. Do not ruin it by thinking it is too wonderful to be true. You have waited long enough. You've wept long enough. You've struggled long enough. This is not just a breakthrough. It is a wonderful gift. Accept everything with wide arms, unabashed appreciation, and the confidence that you are deserving of it all. The chosen one. You're in a heavenly funnel. Everything that was formerly spread in your energy is being taken away. Everything that previously blurred your attention is now muted. You are being positioned with heavenly precision. You're covered in fard so thickly. Even your adversaries will be unable to refute it. And when the wind blows, as it will, you will notice a change in your spirit, a calm that shows it was never about struggling. It was always about trust. You'll look back at everything that didn't make sense and say, "Now I see why it had to happen this way." Every delay will suddenly seem to be protective. Each detour will make sense. Every closed door will be exposed as divine kindness. Because what you're about to enter will be far larger, brighter, and better than you could have dreamed. This is your chapter in divine reward. And it begins now. You're not waiting for the victory. Your prize is waiting for you. It is not concealing. It is not uncertain. It is not hesitant. It's ready, fully formed, fully aligned, completely dedicated to your soul. What you need to realize now is this. In the spiritual sphere, it is already yours. The transaction has completed. Delivery will commence within the next 7 days. You may still experience the lure of uncertainty. That is normal. You've been trained by a world that values proof above believing. However, in this divine system, it is inverted. First, you believe, and then you get. First, you must activate faith. Then you observe the manifestation. Don't worry if things still appear the same. They are not spiritually sound. The transition has already happened, and the physical is catching up. Let your energy reflect your expectations. Hold your stance as if you know what's coming, and walk with the serenity of someone who has seen the scroll. Carry yourself as if you were air, since heaven is not preparing you for a modest triumph. It prepares you for the seat, crown, and overflow. You are going to inherit something magnificent. Within the following 7 days, expect divine evidence. Not just ideas or messages, but real results. Tangible outcomes, unexpected messages, and phone calls from folks you haven't talked to in years. People are currently ready to assist you. Refunds and surprises. Acceptances. Invitations arranged by the Almighty to fall into your lap at the ideal time.